Good morning, y'all. You know, I'm trying my best to learn to be more transparent about life, about this journey. So I'm gonna do that this morning up top. We're gonna have some fun in a little bit, but I'm gonna do that a little bit later on. But up top, I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. Yesterday was a challenging day for me. It was a tough day. If I can you allow me to say, even emotionally, it was a tough day. It wasn't that anything necessarily was different yesterday than other days. Had a lot of work to be done, a lot of business decisions that we're in the midst of, a lot of business decisions that we're in the midst of. And I could go down the road of talking more about the business decision, but that actually would be a place of comfort for me. So I'm not going to do that. I'll talk more about the emotional side of it for me. Sometimes the process and the pressures of life and this journey, man, can be a lot. And oftentimes men, I think, don't recognize that it's okay for us to feel that pressure. It's okay for us to be able to give ourselves the space to keep it real, to not fake it, to not act like everything is okay. Some days it's just simply not. Yesterday, it wasn't anything that happened. Nothing was going on in particular that was different than the days before. It was simply just that the weight of it all mentally was a lot for me yesterday. As I executed and processed the things that we have to do and the stuff that we're working on, the processes and the big major business decisions that we are making right now, it just was a lot. Again, I can't stress enough, there wasn't anything that was going on. It wasn't like something was going on with me and Unissa. It wasn't something was going on with any one of my children. It wasn't that any negative big thing overwhelming that happened. It was just mentally on yesterday, the weight of it all kind of had me worn down. And when I get worn down, I kind of fall back into the cave. It's something, and that's good a lot of times. The cave is not a bad thing. Just a little passing point for ladies. When your husband go in the cave, that's a good thing. Let him go in that cave. Sometimes you don't want him out till he got it processed. But yesterday was a one of those days. So I was still at work because I had some particular work, production work that I had to do that I was directly responsible for. And so I was working, and then I got to about 6:15. And I just said, you know what? I said, you know what? Whatever I ain't got done, I ain't gonna get done. I'm going to church. That's what I said. I said, I'm going to church. I'm not gonna be late. I was a few minutes late, but I said, I'm not gonna be late. I'm going to church. I got up, I stopped everything, and I went to church. And when I tell you, the word that came from the pulpit was so tailor made for me and so specific. If I didn't know God the way I do, it would have scared me. It was literally like God poured into Pastor Chandler everything that I needed to hear, not for last week, not for last year, not for tomorrow, or not for next year, but for right now. I was like, whoa, that's amazing. It blessed me at such a critical and high level that God had a specific ready word for me. So I say to you, any men out there, any ladies out there, any children out there, any young people out there, any older people out there, any grown people out there, whatever category you fall into, however you categorize yourself, man, God got it. He got it. He got it covered. He got you protected. He already know everything. He know your mistakes. He know your successes. He knows your failures. One of the best revelations I've gotten for myself personally as of late is that God doesn't operate in linear time. Linear time is tomorrow is tomorrow, next week is next week. That's linear. In screenwriting, we talk about linear films. A film goes along a linear pathway. You ever seen a movie that starts at the beginning and it starts at the end and then goes to the beginning, or a movie that like Pulp Fiction, a movie, very violent, very sexual movie, but a very well written movie. It has parallel storylines and it's totally out of sequence of the linear time frame. So what normally would happen here and there you didn't see it that way. It's called a non-linear film or non-linear writing. In time, we live in a linear format. We live in a linear process. God operates infinite. Time is infinite. So next week is now for God. 10 years from now is now for God. And because of God knows where you're going to be at in 4 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. He know what you're going to deal with. He know what you're going to do. He know what he's going to bless you with. That's why God allows us to go through stuff now so you can benefit from it down the road. You can benefit from it 10 years from now. So it's stuff that I'm dealing with right now, the pressure that I'm dealing with right now. If I didn't have a relationship with God, if I wasn't prepared, if I didn't have a deeper understanding of the word of God, man, that's this type of stuff will, if it don't cause you to do something to yourself, it'll cause you to carry so much stress that causes all kind of sickness, disease, and all kind of ailments in your body because your mind is so weighed down with the process and the pressure. So I say to you, whoever you are, God's time is infinite. God, tomorrow is today. Yesterday is now. God knows everything. He fully understands where you are. He got it all worked out. So they ain't got nothing to do with the show topic for the day. That's just a passing point that I want to give to somebody, drop on somebody, particularly that person who may be feeling pressure, whether that's parental pressure, whether that's spouse, marital pressure, whether that's financial pressure, whether that is job, career pressure, whether that is business or entrepreneurial pressure, whether that is health concern pressure, health scare pressure. Whatever that is, God got it. He got you covered. He got you protected. And just trust and know that, believe in and lean into that and trust the entire process, because the process is the preparation for success. There is no success without process, because if you don't go through the process, you won't be able to process your success. Y'all, we're going to get this thing started today. I just had to give that to somebody. So I don't know who you are, but all that pressure I was up under yesterday, that was for you. Yeah. Hope it bless you. Hope you carry that somewhere and do something with it. Listen, y'all, we about to have a good show today. It's Freestyle Thursday. I got my sister Deanna Booker in the house. And of course, we're going to be talking about Ladies and Gentlemen last week. And then we're going to be talking about this new, laboratory meat. The FDA has approved laboratory meat. I wonder if Deanna would eat some laboratory meat. I wonder if Pastor Tucker would eat some lab meat. This is meat that's not chicken, but chicken cultures. They got the chicken cultures approved by the USDA. Now they're working on the beef. Yeah. Let's talk about that. Also, I got some videos from the internet. We're gonna actually do this first. I got some videos from the internet, and I want to get y'all thoughts about it. Get y'all thoughts about what y'all think about these videos. So there's this one particular video of a young lady, and she says she's being body shamed because of her figure, not because of what she wore to work. So my question for us is should you have to dress for your body type in a professional environment? Should you have to adjust because you heavy chested? Or should you have to adjust your attire to accommodate other people because you have a hourglass figure or you heavy on the bottom? Brothers, if you tight, like built tight, should you have to be concerned about what shirts you wear and should not wear because you Mr. Buff dude? Or are you the dude who shows up to work every single day with a tight shirt? Really, Keith? Really? Another tight shirt, Keith? Really, Keith? Another tight shirt? You see that, Tristan? Keith got another tight shirt on. What is wrong with him? Anyway. Plus a couple other videos I want to play. Plus, here's a big question. Are we aging younger? I'm going to show some pictures of some people that we know from TV. You'd be surprised how young they were in the picture when they were playing in the shows that we watched them in. I was like, what? I'm older than all of these jokers, except for one. Yeah. Yo, we have a good time today. It's Freestyle Thursday. Donna's still out recovering from COVID-19. My sister Deanna Booker is standing in her stead, hanging out with us today. Pastor Tucker's in the building. I got the crew in the back. Tristan, Jaleel, Eric, Alexis. Listen, it's time to get it started. Call your mama, call your daddy, call your auntie, call your uncle, call your cousin, call your coworker, call your family, call the postman, the UPS man, and let them all know that the Akintunde show is about to start. Let's go.
Another track, lay production, but no joke, entertainment. Let's go.
Akintunde is gonna make you laugh real loud. So come on, scream it out. Akintunde is gonna make you laugh real loud. Now, Akintunde.
Daily I shall.
It's the Akintunde Show.
Say what? Say what?
You heard what I said.
That's right, y'all.
The Akintunde Show.
Spell it.
A-K-I-N Tunde.
Looking for promotional products and apparel? Look no further than P&B Promotionals. Place your brand and logo on just about anything with P&B Promotionals. Over 800,000 products, caps, travel mugs, drawstring bags, water bottles, stadium cups, umbrellas, tote bags, and t-shirts. P&B Promotionals is a nationally certified advertising company. Log on to pbpromotionals.com and start your order now. pbpromotionals.com.
Imprinting the best for less.
Greetings. I am Darrell Presley, owner and operator of Presley Cares Mortuary Services of West Columbia, South Carolina. Our mission here at Presley's is to provide excellent, quality, superior funeral service to all, regardless of economic status, religion, or race, with our society being embedded with a diverse class of people. Our staff here at Presley's pledges to offer only one class of service, and that is superior. So rendering professional services to the families that call upon us is not an option, it's mandatory. Presley Cares Mortuary Services, where we are caring for you and your loved one.
At my church, we help people get better by teaching them how the word works, and we want to make sure there is no excuse not to get the word. It's our goal to make all of our ministries accessible on every smartphone, tablet, PC, and television connected to the internet. So whether you're a man who needs some wisdom, a woman who needs some encouragement, or a couple who needs guidance, the My Church channel has just what you need. Simply search for the My Church channel on Roku, Fire Stick, or Apple TV, or visit mychurchchannel.org. You can also download the My Church on the Go app from Apple or Google Play App Store. Constantly on the move? Check out the Word at My Church podcast on your favorite podcast platform. Or simply download the Word at My Church skill on your Alexa-enabled device. But whatever you do, make sure to stay connected. See you soon.
Stop walking in front of the prophet.
Oh, yeah.
This is Pella Myers Jr. of P&B Promotionals, and you're inside the Akintunde Show.
Good Lord. What's up, family? Hey, y'all. Happy Thursday out there to everybody that's watching, everyone that's listening, whether you're on Clubhouse, Facebook, YouTube, whether you're watching this on replay, we appreciate you. I tell y'all, you ain't have to give y'all time to us. So the fact that you're spending any of it with us, I consider it a huge, huge honor. And I do not take it lightly at all. We appreciate y'all. This is the Akintunde Show, in case you did not know. And it is Thursday. I think it's the 3rd, right? August the 3rd. 2023. Yeah, man, my God, it's a lot going on, man. Doggone president got indicted for the 3rd time. Jesus, good Lord. Joe got more cases than a Walmart storage room. This is, jeez, my God. It's a lot going on. Plus, We'll get some of these videos. Deanna Booker is in the house. We're going to talk about what happened on Friday night and look at some of the questions that y'all had for, ladies and gentlemen, our very first ever live talk series. But y'all already on fire in the comments. Of course, Pastor Tuck is in the house. We talking about this fake chicken. I want to see if Pastor Tuck or Donna or Deanna would eat this fake chicken that they got coming out right now. I'm sorry if you are one of the owners or founders of the fake chicken company. I'm sorry. I apologize. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on it. You will receive it or not. But I'm gonna talk about it either way. Let's get them in the house. Pastor Lewis Tucker, Deanna Hurd. I keep calling her Deanna. Deanna Booker, Lord have mercy. Y'all check Deanna's focus. Make sure her focus is not soft. Y'all make sure y'all do that. But what's up, family? Good morning. How y'all doing, party people?
Good morning. Good morning. Yes,
this is Deanna. Tell him put some spec on your name.
I'm telling you. I told him I just went to Social Security office and made it official. So listen, you're gonna have to get with the program.
Tell him put some spec on your name.
I gotta make sure I get that right because I want Brother Hurd to see this. I know he watching.
Yeah. Matter of fact, tell Brother Hurd, tell him put some spec on his name.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Right.
Hold on. Speaking of names, y'all got Donna's name over mine. I don't want nobody to be confused.
That's what you get. That's right. That's what you get.
Take Donna's name off my microphone.
That's what you get. That's what you get.
There you go.
That's what you get this morning. That's what you get.
We're gonna call you Donna.
Yeah.
No, y'all check. I saw y'all moved it. Make sure her focus is not soft. I want to make sure she is crystal clear. And y'all, we good? All right. They gave me a thumbs up. Like, hey, sir, do your job. You focus on talking. Okay?
Exactly.
Do what you're supposed to do.
You're trying to get the names right, Barbara.
We got this. You focus on your job.
Right. Stay focused.
Oh my God. Thank y'all. Shout out to Facebook who's in the house and YouTube who's in the house. And we appreciate y'all. We don't take it lightly. I'm gonna check y'all comments. I'm gonna do a better job checking comments today. Pastor Tuck really helped me out on Tuesday, checking the comments on Facebook, which is some good stuff on there. And I really want to give Pastor Tuck a shout out, Deanna, because Pastor Tuck is not wearing his glasses. He refused to wear his glasses. And the fact that he was able to read those comments, that's a blessing from the Lord right there. So give God praise for that.
See how you do? See how you do, Sister Deanna? See how you do?
He coming for you.
He always trying to come for somebody. But see, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let him slide. I'm gonna let him slide. Talking about body shaming, coming in with his little brother's shirt on. I'm not even gonna come for him this morning. See?
He was talking about the shirts, and I was like, yeah, that's looking like that's Jalil's shirt, but I didn't want to say that.
I'm saying, see, look, they keep how to do, the ladies do, how to keep adjusting themselves. See, I ain't gonna say that. I'm not even gonna say that.
Ain't nothing. Hey, y'all tell me on Facebook and on YouTube and on my church. Y'all tell me if my shirt is tight. I don't think it's tight. This shirt is rather loose.
Y'all see that third button keep on opening up every time he moves? Y'all see it.
Ain't no giving that third button.
Y'all see it. Move your arm. I dare you. Move your arm.
Ain't no gap for that.
Y'all see it.
You don't see no chest hair, nothing like that. This shirt is not too tight.
Y'all see it. Y'all see the gap every time he moves his arm.
Y'all tell me Facebook and YouTube this shirt is too tight. I don't think so. I think it's just right. You look at his arm right here. If I can put my finger up under that, that's some give. Okay, right?
You move that arm the wrong way. Move it the other way. Watch the shirt, yo. Watch it. Yeah. See it. Yeah.
My shirt ain't tighter than yours, Pastor.
You see him, Deanna, try to.
They going for it.
My shirt ain't tighter than yours. What's your nickname? AKA Shoulders. Look at your shirt.
Hey, don't get mad. Don't get mad because you ain't got the hug. Because you can't hug. Don't get mad. Get in the gym, bro. Get in the gym. Don't get mad.
Let me help. Let me rescue Deanna from all this testosterone.
I'm just here for the comments. I'm waiting for the comments to come in.
Oh, the comments already on fire. Leon talking about that second, that 2 and 3rd button is singing Amazing Grace.
Tell him, Leon.
See, Leon. See, I'm surprised at you, Leon. Deanna, if you don't know, Leon's our official Akintunde show security. So when people come in the comments and selling stuff and spamming us, Leon deals with them directly, either in the comments or via direct message. So yeah,
got it. Need that filter.
Leon, they holding hands like we about to pray at church. You know how it is.
Look at Corey Coleman to my work with the whole girl at Costco. See, Corey? See that? See how y'all doing? See how y'all doing? Y'all wrong for that. Ashley Bailey told me Akintunde got that medium blessing going on. This shirt is not tight. I don't think it's tight.
Jaleel, take it there and take your clothes off.
See, y'all mess with me. So now I'm gonna go ahead and play that video of the young lady. So I want to know about this. We have some really wise women in the Ox Show community. Shout out to everybody who's already. Let me shout out some folks who's already here. You know what I didn't do today? I didn't do the shout outs. How did I miss that? Oh my God. I got to talking and I didn't do my shout outs. I didn't shout out the Ox Show family.
Already wrong.
Already messed up. My mother-in-law is in the building. Come on, man. Mother E is in the house. Mary Motley, Victor. Let me see. Pastor Christopher is in the house with the dog pick. I see you, ma'am. Of course, my church is in the building. Kimberly Morgan is in the house. No, that's Kimberly S. All right. Jamal Bates from the Jamal Bates Morning Show is in the building. What's up, sir? How you doing? Pastor Bates, who worships right in this very room every Sunday, right here, Greater Carolina Baptist Church. Paul Briggs is in the building. What's up, Paul? Shaton. Did I say that right? I messed that up. I'm sure.
No, you didn't.
Like, you know I didn't do it. Ashley Bailey's in the building. Canada's finest is in the house. Sylvia is in the building. What's up, Sylvia? How you doing, ma'am? Good to see you. Fo Lake is in the house. As always, love to see Fo Lake in the building. Leon is in the building, already cracking on me already. What's going on, Leon? Sharon is in the house. Sharon Phillips is in the house. Celeste, of course, y'all know Celeste and Paul and Ashley. They hold it down and host the post-show Ox Show right here on Clubhouse. Sometimes Pastor Tucker and I get a chance to hop into the room and be a part of the conversation. That's always great. Make sure you check that out. The Kimberly Morgan, that's the Kimberly Morgan, because she got her new puppy as well as her South Carolina State. The puppy's wearing her South Carolina State Bulldogs hat in the, or is that a USC hat? Which one? I can't see these. I got my glasses. Won't let me see.
Look, see. You see how he came
Pastor
from me, and he can't even see with his glasses on.
You wearing readers. You know you would pass. It's time to go and get that prescription. You can go ahead and release it. Go ahead and release it.
I can see that on the street. I just have trouble reading small print.
Me too. I can read. I can read fine print from far away. But when you talk about, you put it right here in my hand, this phone. If I don't have my glasses, I gotta call somebody to read a text. So yeah, come on, get your glasses, sir. Brother Robin is in the building. What's up, Robin? Robin Forbes in the house. What's going on? And Tonisha is in the building. What it do, Tonisha? How you doing, ma'am? And Tamika is in the house. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't shout out my Clubhouse family. Facebook. Facebook probably was like, well, what about us? I apologize. We started with Clubhouse, on the morning show, and I have to show Clubhouse some love. I guess at some point maybe we can get to the point where if Pastor Tuck get the glasses, we can help shout out for Facebook.
Don't blame Pastor Tuck for this.
Listen, I want to play this video. So, ladies, okay, so I see y'all already on it in the comments. Y'all already on it.
Damon Hurd is on Facebook. Say I'm here.
What's up, Damon? What's going on, sir? What it do?
Amazing husband.
Yes. The man of God.
Tell him, Damon, put some spec on your name.
Yeah, I want to make sure I get Brother Hurd name right, because I don't never want to be down the street and y'all having some intense time of fellowship. And then, God dang it, you need to tell people to get my name right. Around here, Joker's calling me. You got a new name. See, I don't want to be the cause. I know Brother Hurd ain't. Brother Hurd is good. No, I'm messing. But I do want to know, I'm glad we got Deanna in the house, because I want to get a lady's perspective on this video. So there's this video going that's viral right now. This young lady looks like maybe she's in the bathroom at work, or maybe she is in the bathroom at her home. I'm not sure. But she is discussing and sharing that her job is body shaming her with her attire. Several people had some response videos. There's one particular young lady that had a very, I thought, accurate response video, and I was like, wow. I was like, I tend to agree with her perspective, and I wanted to get y'all thoughts on it. If y'all remember last year, we had an Ox Show when we were still doing our evening show, where there was a teacher who had caused a big uproar because she said that parents, so some of the parents had a problem with her pants, that she would wear her jeans. I said, I do too. I think that's inappropriate for you to wear jeans like that in the classroom. And then some people like, oh, what you mean? She can't help her body. Even me and Unissa kind of at the beginning of it wasn't on the same page. I'm like, no, nobody's not body shaming. Anyway, let me not get ahead of myself. Let me play the video, and then I'm going to play this young lady's response, and then I want to get y'all response in the comments and right here on the show, of course, to our co-host. Go ahead and run that video, Julio.
Like, I got called into the office. So I'm borderline pissed. Like, I got called into the office because I'm following dress code, but my body shape is too much for my job. I don't get it. Like, I'm following dress code, but because I might have people following me around at work, how is this my fault?
Now, girl, you know why this is your fault. Now, hear me out. Although I know that there are some men out there that no matter what a woman wears, they are going to oogle and follow them through the stores because they act like they ain't never seen a woman before. And she could be dressed like a nun from head to toe and still be sexualized. I get it. However, that is not an excuse for you to be able to wear whatever you want to wear, especially in an environment that is controlled by someone else. When you work in another person's work environment, that company is who sets the expectation for appropriate professional work attire. If they say them pants are inappropriate, they're inappropriate. They are not body shaming you. Your body is not too much for that job. Your attention-seeking behavior is too much for that job. Because here's my thing. When I Googled Costco's dress code, I seen a work supplied shirt, which she had on, and I seen slacks, blue jeans, or khakis. I didn't see nothing about lounge pants, and that's exactly what those were. Those were lounge pants. And to me, it looks like she intentionally put on her waist shaper with some pants that she knew was gonna hug and form fit her body, and you went to work and want to blame it on being body shamed. No, you could have bought a pair of slacks that would not creep up in your butt the way that those pants were. You could have gotten your work issued shirt one size bigger, so if you wanted to wear your waist trainer, you could without looking snatched at work, because this is inappropriate. You are seeking attention. And to go on and say, I can't help it that people are following me around the store. Yes, you can. You absolutely could have helped it by wearing clothes that fit you properly for the environment that you're in. But for some reason, black women especially want to hide behind, I shouldn't be shamed for my curves. You're right, because they are natural and you can't hide it. But you can present it better than what is being presented. And I'm sorry, but you got a nice shape. But if you're trying to come up out of Costco, I don't think this is the right way to do it. You're going to end up losing your job. You're going to lose your job. We don't want that for you.
All right, y'all. So I ain't got nothing to say. I'm coming to the comments, and then I'm coming to Sister Hurd first, Elder Hurd first, to see what her thoughts are about the what the young lady response video. But what do you think about this conversation? What the sister said, and the whole overall conversation about some ladies feeling as though they are being body shamed because they just blessed.
Well, before Elder Hurd go, I think you just slighted that young lady in the back. She deserved to stop walking in front of the prophet.
Let me hit up with a hold on. Let's go down the page right there. There we go. Oh.
Stop walking in front of the prophet.
There we go. It's delayed.
Yeah. She deserved that. Sorry, Elder Hurd, but she desered that.
Pastor Tuck felt strongly about that.
Obviously,
I need to get Pastor Tuck some doggone sound effects over there. That's what we need to do. You got them over there. Anyway, Elder Hurd, go ahead, ma'am.
So listen, this is a good conversation to have.
Okay.
Because I kind of see a lot of different perspectives on this. So let me give my personal testimony.
Okay.
So this was a struggle that I had in church, and because being in leadership and on the front row. Okay. And so, of course, we go to the store, we purchase things, but if you're a curvy woman, then how do you still purchase what you like, the fashion and all of that, but being mindful of everyone else that could be looking on.
Right.
So, I'm a big advocate for Spanx and ladies wearing the proper undergarments and et cetera.
Okay.
Now, with that being said, I do believe, and I had to even take this pill, was there had to be some modesty. Because it draws unnecessary attention, and you don't want to be that distraction. And so it can be distracting, and we can't help it if we curvy. Like I had to accept that. I'm curvy. However, in certain situations, and in her situation at work, you don't want to be a distraction. So I kind of agree with the lady. Like maybe the shirt a size larger, maybe the pants. Kind of look at. It was kind of tight in some areas. Now you out with your girls, brunch, movies, whatever. But I do believe in the workplace that there should be some level of modesty. I think it was a tad tight now. But I get it. I had the same problem with church, wanting to wear certain dresses and, if it accentuate the curves a little too much, you just don't want to be a distraction.
Got it.
I agree.
Great point. Now you mentioned something. What happened? You mentioned some of the new terminology for undergarments.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to a good old fashioned girdle? Huh? One of your mama or grandma's girdle, the one that you had to help.
Like, come here. Now, grab this side right here. This is 12 hooks on here. I want you to snatch. She said snatch. I want you to put these 12 hooks together. Now get it. God dang it. Now, hold on. You got to get it. When I suck in, you pull it.
What happened to girdles? Anybody still rock girdles?
I think, some women take it to the extreme. This whole, you see the videos where they show the before and after.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, that's a little misleading, That's a lot you done packed up into that shaper. Like, that is not fair. However, women do it.
That's
so that's
funny.
a whole nother conversation. But I'm a big advocate for a shaper.
Okay.
I think, that smooths out the ladies, So even when we're talking about this particular lady who had something really tight, there's some women that got some rolls and some dimple that need a nice shaper and should have a shaper on. But, nobody want to say that side of things. Is the lady. So this was my argument. I'm like, okay, because I'm curvy and I have my shaper on, then what about the ladies who's curvy and round who don't have a shaper that has on the same outfit? Like, what's the difference? So I think it should be fair to say that we should be modest, but I'm a big advocate that all ladies need a shaper.
Okay.
Amen.
Wow.
Okay.
That was a good auntie, borderline grandma version.
Yeah.
That Sister Her gave us. I'm gonna hop to Pastor Tucker, and before that, I'm gonna read some of y'all comments. Y'all don't fire in these comments. Paul Briggs said, I don't have love handles. I have love grips. You got them handles, you can grab them on one side. Like, hey, grab it right over there. The handle right there. Grab it. All right, on count of three. 1, 2, 3. Leon Campbell said, that's as much as I can comment today without someone throwing Bob the tomato at me. As you said,
not the vegetarian.
Ashley said, let that back fat be free, y'all. Wow. Let it hang out. Okay. All right. Leon said the girdles are on sale next to the White Diamond. Get it? Ah! Don't you come for White Diamond? Leon? Paul, what's up, Paul? Paul said, if people ain't married and ain't together, who's putting the girdle on? Wow. That's a good question. That's a good point.
It's ways. You get it on.
Sister Hurt said
that's it's necessary for many of us.
Let me go up and get some of y'all other comments. Pastor Christopher said you can follow dress codes, but if your clothing is revealing too much or even the shapely curves of your body, it's not professional. All right, we dress for success, not attention. Ooh. Ooh, that's good right there. Oh,
who said that?
Pastor Selena Christopher. Yeah.
Give her one. Give her
one.
one.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, it is. She said, my opinion, and it may also give others the wrong impression and make you look unprofessional. It does. I'm gonna say something in a minute. I'm gonna let you let Pastor Tuck, and then I'm gonna swing around and say something. Kimberly Morgan says, so she wants to be the Pied Piper of Costco. Oh my. Leading all the men around. Ashley Bailey said, this woman is talking truth. I have to buy my dress pants baggier in order to compensate for my blessings. I don't want, in all caps, no problems. I hear you. Kimberly Morgan said, be humble, sit down, girl. That's hilarious to the young lady. Kimberly also said, girl, sit down. She knew that she's what she's doing because her uniform could be altered to fit properly. She wore that for the attention. Again, I'm a hold my opinion after Pastor. Go ahead, sir.
Well, like I said, first of all, I think the young lady in the video said it all. I think she was very clear, very concise, and very accurate in everything she said. My wife, I've got two daughters, and my daughters are growing very curvy. Like I said, they 23, and my wife has raised them from small girls growing up, teaching them something that her mother taught her. My mother-in-law was a older lady. My wife was a surprise baby. So she came late in life. So she had the blessing of being raised by an older generation.
Got it.
And her mother always had a saying that she has taught to my daughters growing up. Styles are not for everybody.
That's good.
And that's something that is lost on the current generation.
Yeah.
Everybody think they can wear everything.
Yeah.
And that's not true.
Yeah.
Everything ain't meant for you. Yeah. And I recognize in this current subculture that we have, that in this fashion industry, that clothes are being designed and made by people who do not even consider that.
Right.
And people being influenced by social media and media, arts and entertainment, they want to wear what they see other people wearing. So of course they are gravitating toward these clothes. But this conversation is not even, we're not even talking about what you wearing at the store, what you wearing at the club. Like I said, the fact that you can't hardly go out. If you can go out and walk through the grocery store and not see 60 pair of yoga pants and find 6 women that actually do yoga, I'll give you $100. That to me is a whole other conversation in itself.
He says because women
because that's
yoga pants and not 6 of them who do yoga. Yeah,
it's true. It's true.
We recognize that, and I know, like I say, I fought that battle in my own house and lost, because it's comfortable and all that. So I just let it go.
Yeah.
But I recognize that y'all gonna wear what y'all want to wear, and that's fine. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to dictate that. But we talking about, just like this young lady said, this is an environment that's controlled by somebody else.
Yeah.
There's a business policy. She read Costco's uniform policy.
Yeah.
Those are not jeans. Those are not khakis. Those are not slacks that you have on. So what's your problem? What is your argument? You lost your case as soon as you walked in the courtroom.
Yeah.
At that simple point, there is no discussion to that. Those are not jeans. Those are not slacks. And those are not khakis.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing you can say in that conversation.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to say. Now, the next point is, I don't understand this
culture.
No, it's this obsession that women have with that number in the label.
The number in the label.
Those letters in the label. Just because you should be wearing a size 16 and you want to buy a size 12. Because this particular manufacturer, you might need a size 16.
Yeah, you might need an 18, depending on where you brought it from.
Exactly. Because they making stuff in China They making stuff in Mexico.
Yeah.
And they're measuring tapes. They don't even know how to use the measuring tape the same.
No.
But no, I wear 12. I wear 12. No, in this particular brand, you need a 16. So forget what the tags say. Look at what the mirror say.
And sometimes you used to wear 12. It ain't that. It's just a brand. You just increased.
Sometimes you've been riding drive through a little too hard.
You've overflowed.
Yes.
You've added value.
And that's the problem, because just like you said, she was wearing the company shirt, but like the young lady said, why you didn't go up a size?
Yeah. And when
they gave you extra large, no, I don't wear no extra large. Give me a large.
Yeah.
But you busting out the large. You need an extra large. That's what that means.
So true.
Yeah.
But you know, the problem, and it's funny we're having this conversation, and my daughter's 20.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was saying, I'm about to go out and have ice cream with some friends. And she came out the room and she had on what looked like the yoga pants, Pastor, and like a halter top. And I was like, ma'am, you going swimming? What are we doing?
And it's called Halt Her. Halt Her.
And I was like, no. And, you know, I had to have the conversation with her as her mother.
Yeah.
And tell her that, you know, how you dress is based on what attention you will draw.
Yeah.
I said, if you're a young lady and your desire is to date and find you a really good man that will come and approach you, I said, he's not going to look at you and approach you because of the way how you're dressed. So I think a lot of it.
Jesus.
I think a lot of this as adults, parents, like we're having this conversation, and I'm kind of letting you guys as guys, as men, have this, you know, your perspective on what you saw. We need to have these conversations with our younger generation instead of me allowing her. Now, my daughter has a amazing shape, right? Now, instead of me looking at her and be like, oh, go ahead, girl, you look cute. No. Listen, think about what attention you're going to draw based on what you look like and what you put on when you leave out of the house. We need to have these conversations with our young adults.
You said something so key right there, Sister.
Hold on, we're going to have to clip that right there, and that's going we're going to have to make that clip right there need to go viral.
That's a sound bite.
That right there is something that needs to be played 1,000 times over. Yeah. Everybody listening, when God put that clip out, share that on your social media. Yeah. Because that's a problem, because young ladies don't want to hear from us.
Well, to that point, and Tristan, Eric, Pastor just gave you all the edit point right there. That's your out point and your in point. Tristan giving you the thumbs up. But watch this right here. You said something so key. You said letting men help you out with that. I'm slightly paraphrasing what you said, Deanna. But I think I've had that same battle in my house with my daughters. I mean, I've had some, we ain't going to church until you put something else on. And then I'm telling you right now, and then it's like, I said, no, ain't no, hey, look, you not wearing that. You don't need to wear that, period, no more. That's sleep attire. Right. You're not wearing that out the house. You can't even check the mailbox with that on right there, much less go to church or school or work with that on. And then it got to the point one time, I said, all right, I said, I'm going to tell you something. I said, I'm going to let you handle it, because if I handle it, you don't want me to go in the room and find nothing for you. You trust me. You don't want your daddy to go out there and up there and put this on you. So I'm gonna give you a few minutes. We're gonna be late.
You leave out the house with my t-shirt and jogging pants
on. Looking a hot mess. Okay, but I think that's why. And what I had to let Unissa see. I said you got to understand something. I see things differently than you do, and I'm supposed to, because I'm giving you a male's perspective. Right. So when a father is looking at his daughter, he is looking at his daughter through what another man will see. And now there's this big conversation now. You shouldn't be dressing for men. Don't let men tell you that's toxic masculinity and all of that nonsense. Okay, some stuff you need to recognize. It is what it is, y'all. Some stuff, it is what it is. It's not an attack. It's just how people see. I'll give you a perfect example. I tell men, I've told my sons, if you wear jogging pants, you don't wear boxer shorts. You have to put some briefs on, or some boxer briefs, to hold your stuff together. Because if you're wearing jeans and you got boxer shorts on, that's another thing. But if you out there with some boxer shorts on and some doggone jogging pants, you out there giving people a show, and you know, and that's wrong.
Right there, hit right there. Right there.
Yeah. And your name is not Magic Mike.
But the sad part about it, the same ladies that's saying that, back to the statement where you said, where don't let a man dress you and all that.
Yeah.
Those are the same ones saying every time I'm in the store or somewhere out, here goes some brother saying something and approaching me inappropriately and all that stuff. I'm like, but what kind of attention are you drawing based on how you look, what you put on, and what you're presenting? Because
men see what men see.
Right.
Period. And that's, you got to understand that, y'all. It's not being a sexist. It's not being domineering. It's not being a toxic male. Men see what men see. It doesn't mean that man is sinning or lusting after you.
Right.
What that simply means is a man sees you from the eye and the point of view and from the perspective of a man.
If you're wearing a pork chop skirt down the street, don't be surprised that a bunch of dogs are chasing you. It's just that simple.
What is a pork chop skirt, Pastor Tuck?
Hey, a skirt made out of pork chop. I mean, it's just that simple. It's just that simple. I'm like, what do you expect?
That's so true.
I mean, it's really that simple. But let's be real about this. The scripture tells us that we ought not do anything to cause our weaker brother to stumble. Yeah, that's where this really comes from.
Correct.
That's because that's not actually walking in love. And we keep saying, well, I'm free to do this. Yeah, everything is permissible, but not everything is beneficial.
Come on now.
So we got to look at it from this perspective. Anything that I do that entices somebody else to sin, I'm not walking in love.
That's right.
And there are people who struggle with lust issues.
Right.
And you can't say that's his problem.
Right.
If you are tempting him.
Right.
So the fact of the matter, if you knew that somebody, one of your friends, had an issue with drugs, watch this. I had a family member who was recovering from drugs.
Okay.
They had an issue.
Mm-hmm.
And they were at my house one day. This was when my kids were small. And my kids used to drink a lot of Capri Suns, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, Capri Sun got the little clear straws and everything.
Right.
And so, they drank the Sun, so they playing with the straw. They would leave them laying around, whatever. And one day they sitting in my house and one of the little straws was sitting on the table. He said, man, can you get rid of that? I said, get rid of what? He said, that right there. He said, that's a trigger. And I'm like, and I'm looking at him like, what are you talking about? That's a straw. He said, that's something that we would use to smoke crack with.
Yeah.
Jesus. And so now that I recognize that that's a trigger, if I just leave those things around him, knowing that that's a trigger,
right,
I'm not walking in love.
Right.
So as a woman, if you know that that's an issue for men, but you still do it, how much love are you walking in when you say you're a believer?
And the truth of the matter, you thirst
about these folks in the world.
Yeah.
But you saying, but I'm just loving me. But that's being selfish.
Exactly. And you thirst.
And the Bible says where selfishness and envy are.
Come on now.
There is every evil thing. So selfishness is the root of all sin. And that's what keeps causing these issues. That's where these issues in our relationships come from. That's why, like Deanna said, that's what's causing these problems when you say, I can't find a good man. Why do you think the enemy is using these things to draw other stuff to you? Because the Bible says clearly that he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. So in order to find a good thing, it requires favor. But anybody can find anything.
Let me jump in there, Pastor Tuck. We talked about this before, but I need to clarify. Good men don't want any other men gawking at their wife.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
It does not mean that your wife is not beautiful or attractive. Anybody can see that. But when your wife is wearing something that sexualizes her, I can't help but see it in a sexual way. It's not that I'm responding or I'm looking at your wife or gawking at her or whatever, but you can't help but see what it is, right? And nobody wants you. I should not be looking at any woman in a sexual way besides my wife. It's not to say that you don't see people who are beautiful and they're fine and all that. Yeah, it is what it is. But you shouldn't be wearing something that sexualizes you for anyone except your husband. You're going to be attractive. It is what it is. Life is what it is. And I'm gonna say something to some of y'all ladies who think you're not attractive. And you think, well, I ain't got this and I ain't got all that. Oh, it's somebody who like exactly what you got.
Right.
I can't.
There's a lid for every pot.
There's a lid for every pot, and I keep telling y'all, when you find, I don't care, and whatever your definition of fine, you could be wearing a burlap sack, and the brother who like it gonna see it. He be like, "God dog, she finding that burlap sack." Who is that in that burlap sack? Okay,
and a real man loves to see a beautiful woman that's dressed conservative.
Oh my God!
Yes.
I love it.
You know that's the most attractive thing in the world.
I saw an older lady the other day coming out the food line here, and I would say she probably maybe was in her early 60s, or she might have been a little bit younger than that. Her hair was silver. She was a beautiful woman. She had on some very classy attire. She was clearly she had a nice figure, but she was so well dressed. And you look at you like, that is a beautiful woman right there. It wasn't that, oh, she fine. Ooh, I want to get with her. No, it's just like, man, she's a beautiful woman and she carries it so well. That's what you really, let me tell you something, ladies. That's what you really want. That's what you want. You don't get, even if you got it all, you ain't got to show it all. I always tell people, the people who really got money, they don't dress like it. The people who really got money, you will never know. You're like, what? Yes, that joker worth $112 million. What?
Right.
That joker driving a straight up Toyota Camry. Okay, he driving an F-150 pickup truck. Okay, wearing some khakis and a button down shirt, short sleeve with some run over sneakers on. That's 15 years old, worth $112 million. All right, I'm telling you. So if you really got it, you ain't got to show everything. One comment that really blessed me here in the comments. Let me pull this up. Damon Kenny, what's up? How you doing, sir? He said you have to dress the way you want to be addressed. I was taught that, and that's what I teach my kids. That's so good. Oh, that's good right there. Oh, you have to dress the way you want to be addressed. Process that, y'all.
That's so true.
You have to dress the way you want to be addressed. Let me just say this point right here, and I'm gonna kick it back over to Pastor Tuck at the end, and we gotta take a break. Let me say this to you. As a professional and as a business owner, entrepreneur, right? If you're working with me, if you're wearing a certain things, there's certain rooms you cannot go in with me. Let me just explain something to you. If whether you are a male or female, if you happen to be on the road with me, there's some rooms I can't take you back and past the study if you wearing a certain thing. Period. So when they say, "Hey, y'all come on back," I'm saying, "Hey, I'm sorry, bro. Hey, wait in the car. Oh, wait out here." Oh, you might be a little offended. I'm not taking you back there. I'm not taking you back there because you're not dressed in a respectable manner, male or female. So you have to carry yourself based on the environment that you're going into. So what she was wearing in that is appropriate for the house. I wouldn't wear it to the grocery store. I have a problem. My woman wear that to the grocery store, but maybe that's okay for you to go to the grocery store, but you're going to get that attention, but it's really inappropriate to wear that to work. Because when you're wearing that to work, your boss and your fellow male coworkers, they see you for what that is. And what it says to them is, you want that attention, so what else you want? Don't get mad at it. These are just facts. What else you want? It's wrong, but these are facts. What else you want, sis? Because you wearing that to get that type of attention, and men are hunters. Men are built to read women. And no matter what you think you're projecting, in most cases, most men can see exactly what you really projecting. And that's why oftentimes they'll approach you a certain way. Because they know you saying one thing, you communicating this, but on a lower level, on a more quiet level, you saying holla at me. You saying I got it if you want it. I know y'all don't like that. I know that's probably sounding real sexist, but I'm giving you facts, grown man facts. It is what it is. In the words of my good friend comedian Bone Hampton, it is what it is. Pastor Tuck, Deanna Heard. Final thoughts before we transition to another topic. I'm gonna read some more comments. What's y'all thoughts before we move to another subject?
I just want to say this. I know Pastor Tuck said about the pork chop skirt, but one thing I always tell women is we have to always check to see what we smell like to men. Ooh. And you said that men are hunters. So what do we smell like? So do we smell desperate?
Ooh.
Do we smell like we're battling loneliness?
Ooh.
You know, do we smell thirsty?
Ooh.
You know, what do we smell? Do we smell like, okay, I'm about my business and I'm doing my thing and I'm classy? What do we smell like? And so we have to keep that in mind also.
Hold on. Jesus. Pastor Tuck, go ahead if I read these comments.
I mean, she just said it. I mean, do you smell thirsty? Because that's what that smells like, thirsty. And see, that's one of those things that's very unattractive to a real man.
Yeah.
See, if you're looking for a dog, if you're looking for a trifling Negro, that's what you're advertising for. It's just like you have certain advertisements strategies for different demographics.
Come on, sir.
Right.
That is the perfect commercial for trifling Negro.
Ooh.
If that's your demographic, keep dressing like that, because that's what you're gonna get. Because that's who want that. A real man don't want that.
Y'all,
a real man has no interest in that.
And I'll correct one thing about that, Pastor Tuck. A real man of God, a godly man don't want that. Because a lot of real men, they want that, and they're gonna crush. They're gonna come for it.
That ain't a real man. If all he want to do is come crush, that ain't no real man. I ain't going with that. Because only a real man of God is the only real. God defined manhood, so only a man of God is the only real man there is. The world tries to say that that's everything else is a counterfeit. I ain't going for that.
All right, we'll come back and talk about that. Listen, let me get some of y'all comments in. Pastor Christopher said, absolutely 100. Paul Briggs said, I'm here with you. You ain't got to show everything. There it is. Leon Campbell said, oh my, like George Takei used to say. What did George Takei used to say, Leon? Help me out. Pastor Silver said, women, yes, talk that talk. There it is. Ashley Bailey said, I agree with y'all, but y'all ain't in the dating scene. These men don't want the turtleneck and crew necks. They want cheeks galore. Wow. Including the church men. Wow. They're the worst. But that's just my experience. LOL. Oh Lord, that's a whole other time. I'm trying to transition, but y'all about to, between Pastor Tucker and Ashley, y'all about to drag me back in. Paul Briggs said, my dad wouldn't let any of my male friends with earrings on in our house. Sorry, Doc. Wow. Paul said, he also said, you may not want them sexualized, but if no other dude ever glance at your woman, then you got the ugly girl. That's why I love these doggone comments. As she said, unfortunately, the men of today don't like modesty. Modesty doesn't get approach, hence the dilemma. I don't agree with that. I'm trying to get out this topic with y'all, but y'all keep pulling me back in. Kimberly Morgan said, that's right, Uncle Mark Z dresses like Corey from Boy Meets World. Okay, all right, we got to come back. All right, yeah. Listen.
Yeah, we got to go back to this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to transition, y'all. Listen, stay right there. We got some more we got to discuss. Hey, family, call your mama, call your daddy, your auntie, your uncle, and your cousin, and let them all know the Akintunde show is on. We'll be right back. Promotional products and apparel? Look no further than P&B Promotionals. Place your brand and logo on just about anything with P&B Promotionals. Over 800,000 products, caps, travel mugs, drawstring bags, water bottles, stadium cups, umbrellas, tote bags, and t-shirts. P&B Promotionals is a nationally certified advertising company. Log on to pbpromotionals.com and start your order now. pbpromotionals.com.
Imprinting the best for less.
Greetings. I am Darrell Presley, owner and operator of Presley Cares Mortuary Services of West Columbia, South Carolina. Our mission here at Presley's is to provide excellent, quality, superior funeral service to all, regardless of economic status, religion, or race, with our society being embedded with a diverse class of people. Our staff here at Presley's pledges to offer only one class of service, and that is superior. So rendering professional services to the families that call upon us is not an option, it's mandatory. Presley Cares Mortuary Services, where we are caring for you and your loved one.
At my church, we help people get better by teaching them how the word works. And we want to make sure there is no excuse not to get the word. It's our goal to make all of our ministries accessible on every smartphone, tablet, PC, and television connected to the internet. So whether you're a man who needs some wisdom, a woman who needs some encouragement, or a couple who needs guidance, the My Church channel has just what you need. Simply search for the My Church channel on Roku, Fire Stick, or Apple TV, or visit mychurchchannel.org. You can also download the My Church on the Go app from Apple or Google Play App Store. Constantly on the move? Check out the Word at My Church podcast on your favorite podcast platform. Or simply download the Word at My Church skill on your Alexa-enabled device. But whatever you do, make sure to stay connected. See you soon.
Stop walking in front of the prophet.
Oh, yeah.
This is Pella Myers Jr. of P&B Promotionals, and you're inside the Akintunde Show.
All right, y'all. We're back, family. Happy Thursday to everybody out there. And listen, family, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. This is the Akintunde Show. In case you did not know, do me a favor. Share this room if you're on Clubhouse. Share this room if you're on Facebook. Share it on YouTube. If you're watching this on replay, share it. If you have not done so, download the brand new My Church Channel app. The numbers are growing, and we are celebrating that along with Pastor Tuck, Pastor Stephanie, and the entire My Church family team. We don't take it lightly at all that y'all will watch us and find high definition 4K quality video on your smart TV device, whether it's your Amazon, Apple TV, or your Roku television, or your LG, or whatever platform you're watching it on. Make sure you download the My Church channel and consume this show as well as other great programming from the My Church network. All right, fam, let's get back into this conversation, y'all. I'm trying to get out, but y'all just won't let me. Y'all won't let me leave, y'all. Y'all won't let me leave. Let me read one comment here.
This is a serious conversation.
Unissa said, "So everyone is late to church," laughing. Yeah, that was. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Y'all, let me tell you something. There's certain things as a grown man, as a father, even as a husband, that your boy is stubborn with. I would dig my heels and I'm like, I wouldn't care what you say, woman. God dang it, she ain't wearing that. And some stuff I was wrong on. Some stuff my wife has come back to me and said, I apologize, I was wrong on that. But I think what you have to do is, ladies, if you have a man that's saying something and you don't see it that way, you have to ask yourself, why am I not seeing it that way? Sister Heard made a great thought, and we're not necessarily talking about Eunice on this, but some ladies, you allow your daughters to wear stuff. I don't want to paraphrase or what you just say. What you sharing, what you were saying during the break.
Just for me, I had to make sure I was conscious of not subconsciously living through my daughter. Because she's beautiful, she's, well shaped and all of that. Mm-hmm. So, when we think about ourselves in our youth, maybe we wasn't, or maybe we struggled in that area, mm-hmm. or low self-esteem. And my daughter is so confident about, who she is and all that. So we have to make sure we're not subconsciously living through our daughters and allow ourselves to forget to parent.
Can you unpack that a little bit more? Because maybe somebody they may not see it. It may be somewhat muted. Yeah. It may be a totally off their radar or thought process that's what they're actually doing.
Yeah, and I think with girls and boys, we have to have those hard conversations with our children, period. Like I tell my son all the time, remember, you have a mother and a sister, so don't treat that young lady any way that you wouldn't want someone to treat your mother, a man to treat your mother, or a young man to treat your sister. And so we have to have these conversations. So I talk to my daughter all the time, when you leave out the house and dress a certain way. Now, we had the same problem with what you wear in the church, because she wanted to wear cut-up jeans. I said, oh, no, we're not doing that. Now, you may wear that to school, she's a college student, you may wear that going out, but going to church and all your thighs still out, So it may be fashionable, but it's not fashionable for church. It's inappropriate. It'll draw too much attention and it will be a distraction from the service. And so that's what we have to keep in mind. Like when we're going out, we don't want our daughters to be a distraction and attracting the wrong type of energy and attention. So we can't get sidetracked. I don't want to get sidetracked in how beautiful she is and forget to parent her, because she's a young adult lady that is often doing her thing when I'm not there. So I need to make sure she's conscious of these things.
Hold on.
Daily I shall.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Watch this. You know, it's funny because my youngest daughter, she was doing an intern this summer at the company I used to be an engineer for, and she had went in for her, I think 30-day evaluation with her supervisor, which is a lady, and she told her, she said, Courtney, I really like your business attire. She said you're doing well. She said, but I told you you could be comfortable. You could wear your jeans and things of that nature. She said, and Courtney told her, she said, I appreciate that. She said, but that's not the environment for this. She said, and all my jeans have holes in them, and she said they don't belong here.
A wise young woman who's been informed and well trained, communicating to the current environment to say, yeah, I know what you're saying, but that's not how I was trained. That's not how I was taught. I don't roll like that. Speaking of how I was taught and how I was trained, I want to give a shout out to one of the classiest women I know. My former English teachers in the building today. Miss Mary Thomas Arby is in the house. Miss Thomas, she was Miss Thomas in the house. That was Dre Thomas' mama. And she said, she put some hearts in the comments. She said, I am so proud of you. And I thank you for saying that, ma'am. You know, I always love and appreciate you. I always love the fact that you celebrate me even on social and can support. And you were always a classy, upstanding woman. And that's the thing too, y'all, when particularly y'all with teachers and all that, I've said it before on the show, I think you should really consider how you carry yourself when you are coming before children in a professional way, because children need to see you. You don't need, I think, and I know it's different now, don't get mad at me, but I believe what I believe. I don't think you should go to work the same way you go to the grocery store. And not unless you got certain jobs. You know what I'm saying? I even tell guys here, I know we editing and we normally in here by ourselves, but you got to carry yourself in a certain way. You can't wear everything. So, you know, but I know we did live in different cultures today. Pastor Stephanie said, and my plus size sisters out there need to wear flattering outfits. Come on, ma'am. She said a 3X and a XL ain't hitting it. With the side eye. I think you really have to consider that.
Yes.
You have to really think this thing through. What am I communicating? What type of man do I want to draw? If you're not, because I know everybody ain't concerned about drawing a man or getting married or whatever. If you even some of you already are, but what type of professional environment or opportunities do you want to draw? And you got to think about this right here. You listen, y'all. You on a job interview all the time. You never know when you're gonna bump into somebody that could be the person that could be your next moment, your next move person right here. You got to think about that.
Listen, I always tell my daughter, I tell my kids, you don't have to be the smartest person in the room, but you got to know who's in the room.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to miss an opportunity.
Jesus.
Say that.
Yeah.
Say that.
My God.
You know, Sis Deanna, you know, what she was saying just now, talking about, you know, we can't be so caught up in living through our kids that we forget the parent, you know.
Yeah.
And when she said that, you know, one of the things that came to my mind is that a lot of times I think what's happening is you got people who go think about whether or not they grew up in a strict household, and their parents wouldn't let them do this or that. And so now that they have kids, they're like, well, my parents wouldn't let me wear what I wanted to wear, so I'm going to let them do what they want to do. And like you said, and in that process, like what she said, you're forgetting the parent.
Yeah.
See, because you're still bitter about the fact that your parents didn't let you, and still have not understood the benefits of some of the things that your parents held from you.
Right.
You don't realize some of the protections that your parents provided you, and that's part of that processing that you have to go through. And the sad thing is that your kid is going to end up going through and catching some of that stuff that your parents saved you from. And then that's going to be then they're going to have to go back and fix that in their kids, because now they're going to have to realize, oh, I was exposed to this because my parents didn't keep it from me.
Yeah.
Because you forgot to parent, trying to make up for something that you feel like you didn't get.
And parenting is not comfortable. It is one of the most uncomfortable, challenging jobs, because you have to always judge yourself. You have to judge your whys and your hows. It's a challenge. So I'm not going to say you're going to get it right every time. And I'm not going to say you sometimes can make a mistake and parent from a place of hurt or a place of being wounded. But sometimes it's better to err on the side of caution. Sometimes it's better to be a little bit too cautious than a little bit too lax. And particularly in this culture, in this world today, you have to, it was the same thing before. So let me not say that. You always got to be on guard with your children and understand the emotional and physical, social and sexual and spiritual connotations or repercussions or what you are giving off. They are real world consequences of how we carry ourselves. And you could, whether that be a missed job opportunity, a missed ministry opportunity, a missed relationship opportunity. You don't know what it is, but how you carry yourself is important. Again, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm trying to get off the topic. Go ahead, Pastor.
Watch this. This is what we have to recognize. Rules and standards, parameters are considered safety measures.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And we have to recognize as times change, generations change, move forward, times are getting worse, more dangerous, more perilous.
My God.
So when times and situations get more dangerous, you don't take less security measures, you increase security measures.
Yeah.
So we have to recognize that with each level of parenting, you should be adding security measures, not pulling back.
Jesus.
And so when people say, oh, well, times are different, you can't be as strict as you used to be. Excuse me? Yes, times are more perilous now.
Yeah.
So there need to be more security measures in place.
Yeah.
You don't just sit there and say, oh, the internet is full of people who are doing identity theft and everything. So I just don't use a password now. I used to, but now I don't. No, now I use a password. I use a retinal scanner. I use a fingerprint. I use the two. The thing where it now sends me a message and now I got to put a code in.
Yeah.
I use all of that now. Why? Because times are getting worse. So it has to be the same thing with your parenting. We raised our kids stricter than we were raised.
Yeah.
Why? Because times are getting worse.
It's perilous. The game has changed. My Pastor Tucker and I, when we first really became friends and started talking, we was talking about some of our parenting techniques and styles. I was like, hold on, you did that? I did the same thing. My children did not get cell phones but until they were all at least 16. And I still think I came in 2 years too early. I still wish I'd have let them jokers hold on till 18. It's just so much through these doggone devices that we utilize. And let me say this, because I want to make sure I address Ashley Bailey's comment. She said, I agree with y'all, but y'all ain't in the dating scene. These men don't want turtlenecks and crew necks. They want cheeks galore, including the church men. They're the worst, in all caps. Really? But that's just my experience, LOL. Kimberly Morgan said she put 4 flame balls behind that. Pastor Sylvan said, woman, yes. Talk that talk. Wow. I don't know if she's talking about what Deanna said or what Ashley said, but it's a minute behind it. So y'all can clarify.
Can I address that?
Please do, sir.
Okay, watch this. You said, okay, we're not in the dating scene. You said these men want cheeks galore, especially the church men. Well, guess what? If that's what they want, what has been your experience in the dating scene? Everything I've heard from y'all said the dating pool got pee in it.
Yeah.
So if you giving them what they want, you getting what you got. So guess what? I wouldn't worry about what they want because they ain't what you want.
Right. Yeah.
I would say you continue to do what God said and you'll get what he got for you. Because the ones you looking at, even you talking about even the church men, trust me, there are a whole lot of folk in church. The church ain't in them.
My God. and I think we need to do some classes, because we talked about this on Friday night when doing Ladies and Gentlemen. We talked about why single Christian men don't come to single Christian events. And of course, again, on Friday night, it was overwhelmingly ladies in the house. But the topic still comes up. I think most Christian men don't know. And I'm speaking, I don't not have any experience of being a single Christian man, but I think most Christian men don't know what the parameters and what the rules are. How do you approach women in a godly fashion, a godly environment? Because the training that we had came from the world. The training that we had came from our club days, our thug days, our trying to be hard days, our trying to get some days. So you're bringing a mindset to the current Christian environment, and you don't really know how to operate. So now somebody went to pastor because you like, hey, third row, hey, what's up? Hey, look at. Man, you a beautiful sister. I've been watching you for a couple of weeks and all. You know what I'm saying? You got me real fine. I mean, for real. Hey, true. But
hey, I like that pink Bible case you got right there.
Like that pink Bible.
Girl, the way with your complexion, that Bible case is matching your lips.
Yeah, that's banging. That's banging right there.
That's called inappropriate. That's called inappropriate.
You know, and I think that's part of the problem is that people don't understand how to go about. Like I said, nobody's ever taught people how to actually go about this whole mate selection process. And you and I have had this conversation off air, and I think this is something that's necessary. People don't understand that the whole dating concept in itself is not a biblical concept, and we're trying to take a world concept and make it godly, and that's where the problem comes from.
Oh Lord!
Because dating in itself is practice for divorce. And we got to understand how that works. Literally,
Pastor Tuck, we got to. You got to have that conversation. That's a whole show topic in itself. You done pulled off the exit, and you about to take us. We going to Atlanta. You done pulled over to Augusta.
You started it.
You down in Swainsboro.
You started it. You pulled up Ash's comment and started it. You started it.
So with Deanna's experience, as well as the conversation, I think we got to plan a date right now to have a follow-up show on that topic right there, because I think Ashley brings up a valid point, and I think in my response, and I did. You're right. I did go down that road on it, but I think we did tap into something, a conversation that needs to be had. We got to figure this out. And we can even play some clips from the conversation that some of the singles had on Friday. But again, that's a topic for another day. I do want, Deanna, before we get out of here, I do want Sister Heard to read some of the questions that some people had post event. So we'll get into that. I do want to show a couple quick pictures, all right, but I do have to also read my liners for my wonderful advertisers. And if you would like to be an advertiser on the Akintunde Show, please give us a call at 803-738-6604. That's 803-738-6604. Check this out. Want a better way to make your money grow that's potentially better than a 401k or CD? Consider the Gold Standard Group. Banking on the blockchain. Learn more about blockchain banking by reaching out to legacy wealth builder and asset acquisition specialist, billionaire Keisha Walker. With so many banks failing and changes in the marketplace, now is the time to get more information. Text CONTROL to 803-312-2873. That's 803-312-2873. Text CONTROL. Keisha Walker and the Gold Standard Group. All right, family, we got some more. And when I come back, I'm going to show you this picture. I don't even know what to call this segment. I started calling it a part of our I Hate the Internet segments, but it's not, because it's some stuff I see on the internet that make me laugh. I'm like, I hate the internet. I'm so sick of y'all. But I think some of the people, like, it really shocked me, like how old or how young some of these people were in this picture. We're going to put when we come back. And now a big part of our folks in our 30s, Ashley and Kimberly, y'all not going to know who 80% of these people are. Okay, Corey Coleman, you're not gonna know who 80% of these people are, I guarantee you. But us folks who grown, Deanna might not know. Deanna might not know, because Deanna is Deanna almost 10 years younger than me, so she might be on that other side. I'm in the Cosby Show, Sanford and Son, Good Time generation. I think Deanna was in Fresh Prince. No, you was in Fresh Prince, Martin sitcom generation.
Okay. Too, but
She in the in-between. Y'all stay right there, fam. We come back. We got to play some promos. We come back. We're going to continue this conversation, and we got some more to get into. This is the Akintunde Show.
At my church, we help people get better by teaching them how the word works. And we want to make sure there is no excuse not to get the word. It's our goal to make all of our ministries accessible on every smartphone, tablet, PC, and television connected to the internet. So whether you're a man who needs some wisdom, a woman who needs some encouragement, or a couple who needs guidance, the My Church channel has just what you need. Simply search for the My Church channel on Roku, Fire Stick, or Apple TV, or visit mychurchchannel.org. You can also download the My Church on the Go app from Apple or Google Play App Store. Constantly on the move? Check out the Word at My Church podcast on your favorite podcast platform. Or simply download the Word at My Church skill on your Alexa-enabled device. But whatever you do, make sure to stay connected. See you soon.
Hello, my name is Dr. Damon Daniels with Pathways to Wellness, a division of Wellspring Family Medicine. And we're excited to be partnering with the Healthy Laughter comedy series. Our vision at Wellspring Family Medicine is to bring you the most up-to-date, cutting-edge medical tests to help you optimize your health. For instance, we have a pain-free, simple tool that takes 20 minutes to help you understand your heart disease risk. In addition, we'll be offering online courses to help you manage your diabetes, high blood pressure, or high cholesterol better. So connect with us on Facebook at Wellspring Family Medicine to take advantage of all the offerings we'll have to help you live a healthier, happier life.
It's the Akintunde Show.
Say what? Say what?
You heard what I said.
That's right, y'all.
The Akintunde Show.
Spell it.
A-K-I-N Tunde.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Happy Thursday, everybody. This is the Akintunde Show. Donna J is out still recovering from COVID-19. And I pray that she is continue to improve, getting better. She'll be back on Tuesday, I pray. If not, she needs more time. Donna, you can take more time. I need you to take more time. Because COVID can be tricky. We believe you are healed, whole and restored and renewed. And you get all the rest that you need, Donna. So y'all, if y'all know Donna on Facebook, Instagram, show Donna some love. If y'all follow her on Cash App, like I always say, follow on Cash App. You can always follow me on Cash App.
Feel free.
Follow me. Follow Donna on Cash App, y'all. Follow her on Cash App. Shout out to Dr. Damon Daniels. That's the first time y'all saw that promo in the show. Dr. Damon Daniels, Wellsprings Family Medicine. That is my personal physician, and they are one of our key sponsors in our upcoming Healthy Laughter television series. Y'all, I mentioned earlier that I've been working on something. We're putting together the biggest deal we've ever put together in our company's history, and it is taking a lot of work, but God is faithful, and I'm loving this process. I'm learning so much. Huge shout out to all of our sponsors. I'll read some more of those a little later, but a huge shout out and thank you to Dr. Damon Daniels coming on as our physician sponsor for our Healthy Laughter television series that is filming this September right here in Columbia, South Carolina. We'll give you more information about that. But my God is faithful, y'all. And again, huge shout out to Dr. Daniels. Y'all got some good stuff coming, some funny stuff coming too. Y'all gonna be like, oh, I know Dr. Daniels has some comedy chops. Yeah, so that's coming up right now. I didn't freestyle today. That's my freestyle beat, Deanna. This is where I usually drop a freestyle. But I ain't do it today. I ain't do it. Did Brother Heard freestyle, Deanna?
No.
He don't. Brother Damon don't freestyle?
I don't either.
Pastor Tuck is so petty.
Sister Ashley said earlier, I don't even like the title of the show. She don't like freestyling your name mentioned in the same sentence.
You talking me freestyle all day? I always got one for you. Hey, that's the beat stop. The beat stop. I'm about to give you one.
The beat even knew.
Oh my God, I'm about to give you one. Matter of fact, Deanna is holding down. No. I'm gonna let Deanna read some of these promos. Let her read some of Donna's promos coming out the next break. So I ran across this picture and I was like, boy, the doggone internet is such a beast. Y'all just don't stop. So I ran across these pictures of some sitcom TV stars of the past, and with the actual ages of these stars. The people that they were playing in all of these shows were substantially older. They were all grandma level or just older level. But when you look at the actual ages, which goes with the theory of mine, that today, I think a lot of people had an older spirit back in the day. Because today, when I see a lot of people, who, I feel like I know I'm not, nor do I look it, but I feel 28. I do. I feel good. You know what I'm saying? But I know that's not the case. But I also don't carry myself like I'm 51, about to be 52 in a few months. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, let me put this image up. So if y'all on Clubhouse, click over to Facebook for a minute. And so I had no idea. Let's look at the first two there.
You know you carry yourself like Roper.
Look, yo, understand something. And that picture right there of Red Fox on the series Sanford and Son, he's 3 years younger than I am right now. He's only a few years older than Deanna Hurd is right now.
That's some hard living right there.
The man ain't here to defend himself.
Red must have been. Red must have been doing a whole lot of drinking, smoking.
Yeah.
Drugs. He was doing a whole lot. He was doing a whole lot to be 48 right there. Good Lord.
Oh yeah, that's cigarettes and liquor all day.
Yeah.
That's cigarettes. Yeah. All day.
Yeah. That's some hard living.
Yeah. Red Fox during the season, the 5-year stint, I think it was maybe 6 years. I know it was at least 5. The 5-year stint of Sanford and Son. Red Fox was like 48 in his late 40s. He was playing, I think he was playing somebody in his 60s. Go back, bring that picture, put that picture back up. Put that picture back up, Julia. Carol O'Connor, Archie Bunker. I wouldn't have thought no doggone Archie was no 48 years old right there. What? Boy, the way Glenn Miller played.
The difference between him and Red.
Yeah.
They do not even look the same age.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, no. He looks younger than Red Fox there. Yeah, and I think it's wardrobe, it's hair. I don't know if Red Fox hair was that gray. I think it was though, because Red Fox was only like 61 when he died. He was on like 61, 62 when he died, and that was 10, 15 years after that show stopped right there. So I didn't know Carol O'Connor was that old. Now, if you don't know, that's Wilford Brimley right there, and he played on the show Family something. I forgot what the name of that show was. But he's 50. He's 2 years younger than we are right now, Pastor Tuck, in that show. Wow. Wilford Brimley. That's wild to me. Mr. Roper. Mr. Roper right there from Three's Company.
That smile right there, boy, used to do everything for me. Boy, when he would say something and then turn around at the camera, boy, get that smile right there. Boy, I would hit the floor.
Mr. Roper was the master at what we call breaking the fourth wall in film or TV. When you turn to the camera, when the audience is no longer just watching, you have brought them in. He was brilliant at it. He would hit them eyebrows. He would say something.
Boy, he would go. Boy, when Roper would hit that, man, I would just fall out, man.
What show? Do we even have a show today that breaks the fourth wall? Like that consistently does that with stop and turn, like Tristan and Jaleel, like that, and know how to do it right.
Today, not really. Like I said, I think even the last one I could even probably remember that did it was like Fresh Prince.
Yeah, which one?
We'll do it every now and then.
The movie. Oh yeah. Deadpool. Yeah, Tristan said the movie Deadpool. Yeah, but he's talking to
that's a movie though.
Yeah, he's narrating the entire time.
He's narrating the whole thing. Yeah, he's narrating the whole thing.
But he does break like in the middle of action, he'll break and like talk to the camera. Yeah. Put the image back up, Julia. Let me go to a couple more of those. Now, this shocked me. I had no idea that
Florence Jean Castleberry
was 39 years old. Man. She was 12 years younger than I am right now.
That's a whole lot of cigarettes right there.
Was it the clothing or the perspective? Because they clearly aged her up.
No, that's a whole lot of cigarettes right there.
What was the name of
cigarettes and sunbathing?
What was the name of the maid right there? Alice. Yeah, I can't do it right now. But when I tell you some more got one of the funniest jokes about Alice, Miss Jane from Beverly Hills. It is brilliant. Every time I worked with her, she would do that joke. I'd be in the back. I'd be like, ah! Just falling laughing.
I can only imagine.
Oh yeah, I can't do it here. I can't do it. Okay,
Miss Hathaway
so
was something else. That was another hard looking somebody. I don't know how old she was. Miss Hathaway was rough.
Pastor Tuck is terrible. He's terrible.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
Okay, go. I didn't know Edith. Edith was 44. Who knew?
Wow.
Who knew Edith was 44 years old?
Now that's a shocker.
Wow.
That's a shocker.
That's a shocker.
Like that's on some wow. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and lastly on that list, so Blanche from the Golden Girls, is that a 57 or a 51?
I don't know, but either one. Good
That's like a 1.
51?
Wow. Now that's crazy.
51. Wow. Now I did know Estelle Getty, who played Cecilia. Mm-hmm. I know she was young. Yeah. But they purposely aged her way up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that, yeah, I didn't know. I would have thought Blanche was in her 60s. Cause what was I wonder how old was Dorothy? Dorothy and what was the other lady name?
Betty White.
Betty White.
Betty White. Yeah. Rose. It was Rose, Dorothy, Blanche, and Ma and mother. So yeah. I just thought these were interesting. I thought it was highly like bananas that they were so young. All right, you can take it down, Tristan. I had to get that one in. I gave y'all another clip video. I'm gonna see if we get it in. Let me go to y'all comments and see. So the question becomes really is, do you think they were just older because they looked older or because they carried themselves older? That said, do we do a lot of stuff to carry ourselves younger right now? Because if I didn't dye my beard, how old would I look? You know what I'm saying? I'm like a good 40% gray. I don't even know how gray I am right now because I've been dyeing my beard so long. It might be more than that. So how much older would I look if I didn't color my beard? I know I don't dress old. I think I do sometimes though. I do. I'm told like Elijah tell me I know how to wear sneakers, and I really don't. No, do I care? But Deanna, what do you think? Do you think they had an older spirit? Or are we doing things, or do we just carry ourselves younger? Or are we immature? Ooh, that's a thought. Yeah. Just a thought.
I think older spirit, and the fashion was different. So, you know, the times is different now. So I think we definitely carried ourselves different then, opposed to now. But one thing I can say about, you know, for the African-American population, for us, we don't age, you know, the same as well. So if you changed this up and found a black actor that was around that same time area, I'm sure you'll see grave difference because we just don't age the same. But I think, you know, fashion has a lot to do with it. We dress differently. We, you know, of course we're dying, but even with that being said, I think fashion, the way we carry ourselves for our generation, I'm putting myself in that generation. I don't know why you're trying to kick me out, but I'm putting us in the same generation because I'm a little older than what you're giving me, but I'll take it.
Okay.
So yeah, but I think in our generation, we just adapted to a different culture of how we present ourselves.
Yeah.
And we not coming to the narrative of what reality TV has said. And so we just we do look different, and we look more mature and look like, you know, we carry ourselves with a different level of wisdom and understanding. So I think that has a lot to do with it with the times.
And I think a lot of stuff today, you know, there's a lot of weapons, you know, that we can utilize. Like you mentioned earlier, the body shapers. They ain't just women who rock the body shapers. Right. Men do it too. Of course, we understand better how to utilize utilize your hair dyes and your colors. We you know, as to the ladies, y'all mastered the wigs. Y'all know how to rock them wigs. You know what I'm saying? I always say, but here's like I said, passing point. Make sure your wig is always age appropriate. If you 76, you need to have a wig of someone of your age. You don't need to be wearing no color wig, no Cardi B wig on and walking around the store. I blame your grandchildren for that. But and then if you're gonna wear, and if you're a man, you wearing a male unit. Remember where your hairline is. Where your hairline? When I was rocking my male unit, I tell people all the time the reason why I was able to get away with it because I recognized I didn't have my 28-year-old hairline right down here where my peak used to be, like right there. My face is bigger and longer. Okay, I had my hairline back here where it should be. Okay, my tape line came over here. It wasn't way over here. No, sir, your hairline is back here. That's where it should be, and that's how you don't give yourself away if you're gonna wear it. All right. That wasn't a part of the show. That was free right there.
That was good though.
Yeah.
But you know, but still, even when you talk about the dyes, there's a lot of women. Women are now buying gray hair and putting gray hair in, like, you know, as sew-ins and stuff. Yeah, I've seen it. They're doing sew-ins for gray or dyeing it gray. So, you know, a lot of people now not even going as far as dyeing hair anymore.
Where
we're
they do
embracing
that?
it. And we're embracing the natural look. You know, we're you know, a lot of women are not doing the sew-ins and weaves. So I think
they're going for that cougar
embracing
anointing.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about the cougar,
but I would say this. If you want to rock the natural, make sure your natural is working for you. Wear it natural. Just make sure how you style your hair. I know I'm in dangerous territory right now.
Yeah, you in
it's kind of like
it's
kind of like
You step in deep grass. Back on the driveway. Back on the driveway.
I see Deanna
back on the driveway. We done already talked about clothes. Back on the driveway.
Yeah. Don't talk about the natural hair system.
I just see a couple things. I'll be like, man. I'm like, sis.
But I think it goes back to the comment the other, you know, I think it was Stephanie that said, you know, she said, wear clothes that is flattering to you. I think that's the same thing with hair. Like, we just got to make sure, you know, that it's flattering to us.
Kimberly Morgan.
But I love natural hair, so.
I love it too. Yeah. Kimberly Morgan is so stupid. So stupid. She said this. Akintunde didn't say this.
Okay.
Send y'all emails and any negative comments or posts to Kimberly Morgan. She said there's a difference between natural and nappy. Is that not the same thing? Is that okay?
Hey, don't editorialize. Just read the comment. Just read the comment.
He said
don't add to it. Just read the comments.
There's a lot of y'all in here on that.
Just read the comments.
Ashley talking about LOL, send your complaints so I can do that. No, don't send that smoke to me.
No.
I give Pastor Tuck email. I got Pastor Tuck email. I know it.
Now, I'll deal with the young men all day. If you can't comb it, find me some clippers.
Yeah. Yeah. And okay. Let me just go ahead and say this.
Natural don't mean just rolling up out the bed, bro.
Yeah, you got to be able to comb it.
Some of y'all brothers, some of these hairstyles y'all wearing, and y'all wearing it cause like y'all it's natural, and y'all got the hair pulled up in this right here and all that stuff. Some of that stuff you got to think about how feminine your face look. You looking.
No. Hold on.
You looking. Yeah. You got to know your face.
You on one page. I'll let you deal with that one. I'm talking about these brothers that roll up out the bed. And you can still see lint in it. You can still see lint in it.
Oh, that's the devil.
Bruh, stop it.
Oh, that's
stop it. Stop it.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen some of these NBA players?
I don't get it.
Yeah. Some yeah.
My family, I got a quote that my family, they already know what I'm about to say. Look at that ninja's head.
Yeah, some of this stuff is going too far. Some of these dudes, I'm like, man, I know we ain't got no hair policy no more, but God dog, where the uncles at? Yeah. Hey, boy, come here.
But that goes back to the parenting part, because my son, when he, you know, that age of, you know, they wanted to wear their hair long and all that stuff, I made him get it cut off. And he was so upset about it. But I said, until you learn how to take care of it, I said,
Thank you,
you learn
sister.
how to take care of it, and you have a job where you can go to barbershop on a regular and get it taken care
That's
of
right.
on a regular.
Yeah.
You don't get to have long hair. You don't get it.
Thank you. Thank you, sister.
No, he
I
had to
appreciate
wear
you. I
a short
appreciate you.
haircut until he had a job.
That's
and he
right.
could go to the barbershop and pay for whatever style he wanted, whether he wanted braided down or twisted.
Right.
But no, you don't know how to take care of it, cut it off. And I think parents need to go back to parenting
Yes.
and stop trying to be friends with their kids.
Stop trying to be friends. I'm not gonna call nobody out, but one of my children, we had a big disagreement about a tire some years ago, and I will give them credit because they came and said, I finally realized, Dad, what you were talking about concerning the tire, and I have you know that I have changed my perspective on a tire on the job and off the job. And I was like, you know what? When they said it, I was like, you know what? I noticed that now. Praise God.
Yeah.
So, but guess what? That doesn't mean you just can't dial back. You have to hold your mule.
Hold it.
Don't change. Don't capitulate. Don't try to minimize or draw back. No, man. Say if you believe it and you know it to be true. Say that. Stand on it and be okay with that, y'all.
Yes.
Say it again. Parent.
I tell them to say, you don't like me now, but you're gonna appreciate it later.
You're gonna appreciate me later.
Yes.
Thank me at your wedding.
Right.
Thank me when you receive your award.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. You will appreciate it later.
Let's not just roll past. Let's not roll past that sage comment I just made. Hold your mule.
Hey. You know why you know what it means, Pastor, because we all the same age. You got to be a certain.
But see, we just can't roll past it. You got too many young folk in the room who don't know what that means.
Right.
Did you know what that means, Tristan? When I say hold your mule,
no.
He looks
perplexed.
Like completely perplexed. He like
perplexed. Explain that one. Explain that one. You got to drop that one.
Okay, so hold your mule. Thank you, Pastor. I totally thought they got it. So hold your mule is a term that refers back to the days when people actually had mules, and people would use mules for travel or plowing or whatever. And you would come to something and you say, whoa, maybe a snake, or maybe it's a rock, or maybe it's an area that the snake, the mule's about to break his leg. You say, hold your mule, whoa. You don't have your mic on. I can't hear you. No, it can there. But yeah,
like hold your horse.
Like hold your horses, right? Except it's hold your mule. So yeah, that's what it is right there. He was definitely confused. Did you know what that mean? Did you understand that, Jaleel?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, okay. I thought Jaleel was gonna say, yeah, Dad, I got you. No, he like wow,
not.
what?
Absolutely not.
That was totally missed on me that they didn't get that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, y'all. We got another set of commercials to run. Kimberly Morgan said, you got to have an old soul to know what that means. That's funny. Kimberly said, I know what that means. Yeah, you do have an old soul, Kimberly. Yeah. Leon said, Buckwheat says Otay in the office many days of the week in this society. Otay? Who still says Otay, Leon? Jesus. What? Kimberly also said you might have a fro, your hair may just be matted down. No, that's not good. Lord Jesus.
No. If you got a fro, it needs to be picked out, rounded off, perfectly symmetrical.
Yeah. Or if it's not, it should at least be even. Ashley Bailey said to LO, send your complaints to Akintunde. No, don't. She said he's a hairdresser. Yeah. I used to be, not anymore. Y'all listen. We'll continue this show. I think we almost to the end of it though. We running long today. It's Deanna Hurd's fault. No, it's not. It's really me and Pastor Tuck. But so we got two more shows that came out of this show that we haven't even had yet. All right, family, stay right there. Hey, family, Healthy Laughter's coming up in September. We filming our brand new TV show. Y'all pray for us as we go through this deal. Man, it's a game changer. I'm super excited about it. Full television production coming right here to Columbia, South Carolina. So much has happened in the past few weeks. It's blowing my mind. Don't y'all move, family. This is the Akintunde Show. We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Dr. Damon Daniels with Pathways to Wellness, a division of Wellspring Family Medicine. We're excited to be partnering with the Healthy Laughter comedy series. Our vision at Wellspring Family Medicine is to bring you the most up-to-date, cutting-edge medical tests to help you optimize your health. For instance, We have a pain-free, simple tool that takes 20 minutes to help you understand your heart disease risk. In addition, we'll be offering online courses to help you manage your diabetes, high blood pressure, or high cholesterol better. So connect with us on Facebook at Wellspring Family Medicine to take advantage of all the offerings we'll have to help you live a healthier, happier life.
Looking for promotional products and apparel? Look no further than P&B Promotionals. Place your brand and logo on just about anything with P&B Promotionals. Over 800,000 products, caps, travel mugs, drawstring bags, water bottles, stadium cups, umbrellas, tote bags, and t-shirts. P&B Promotionals is a nationally certified advertising company. Log on to pbpromotionals.com and start your order now. pbpromotionals.com.
Imprinting the best for less.
It's the Akintunde Show.
Say what?
Say what?
You heard what I said.
That's right, y'all.
The Akintunde Show.
Spell it.
A-K-I-N Tunde.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all don't want me to freestyle. Y'all don't want me to freestyle. Y'all don't want me to freestyle. All right, I ain't gonna freestyle. I'm gonna let y'all slide today. Y'all know y'all want it. Wow, really? Really, Tristan?
Tristan was like, thank you.
Tristan like, really? You know what? I keep telling you, I'm gonna do a whole album, a whole mixtape, and it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire.
Did you say mixtape?
Yeah.
A mixtape,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be about as far as Nick Cannon's.
Yeah. Nick Cannon's rap career definitely was a misstep. It's a
your rap career is gonna be about as successful as Nick Cannon's and Eddie Murphy's singing career.
You know what? The devil is a liar. I'm gonna tell you right now. Watch it right here now. No, it wasn't Eddie Murphy's singing career. It was that second album. And the rest of that first album. But let me tell you something. Party on the time all the time was fire. You gotta admit that, Pastor.
You gotta give him credit.
Party all the time. Y'all drop in the comments. Was Party all the time by Eddie Murphy, produced by Rick James. Rick was in the studio like party all the time. What?
Rick's part was the only part that you wanted to hear.
Y'all drop in the comments.
You did not want to hear Eddie Murphy sing nothing on that record. Rick was the only thing you came for.
Now I'm gonna tell you what was worse.
Tell the truth and save the devil.
That second album where Eddie had that video when he had all the white on and he was up on the mountain with Shabba Ranks. Rise up, my people, rise up. If I was a king, horrible, hot garbage. There's a point in your career where you can see you got too much money. You just got too much money. Or you just don't know how to spend your money. Because I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of money, and I might produce a whole album, but it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. Wait a minute now, Jaleel, download Peppermint Cigar. We gonna go out on Peppermint Cigar. Me and Jaleel did Peppermint Cigar. I literally talked Jaleel into singing.
And we listened to that for Jaleel's part.
Let me tell y'all something. Pastor Chuck talked that trash. If Pastor Chuck was in the studio, he would have got on it. He would have got on it. He would have got on it.
And I would have made it a hit.
You would have made it hot garbage.
I would have made it a hit.
Sister Heard, you got some advertisement to read. Please do so for me, sis.
Listen, this is hilarious. Y'all are funny. Funny. All right. Woods Automotive Sales. Are you in the need of a quality used vehicle? Well, consider my friends over at Woods Automotive Sales. Whether you're in the market for a new vehicle or a used one, foreign or domestic, Woods Automotive can get you rolling. Give them a call at 803-401-5837, 803-401-5837, or go by and see Lester at 802 Hazelwood Road, Columbia, South Carolina. Woods Automotive Sales, guaranteed to ride you with a smile. I don't even know where Hazelwood at. That's a new road. I gotta look that up.
Hazelwood is over off Garner's Ferry, and you know when you go down just before you get to the the Big DM, or when you right in front of the Walmart, there's a turn right there that comes up with. There's a Ruby Tuesday on the corner. You make that left right there. That's Hazelwood Road. Okay. Yeah, there's a barbershop down there. Then right next to the barbershop, that's where Woods Automotive is.
Oh, God, it's very. Go see Lester.
Yeah. To make sure you tell me y'all heard about it on Akintunde show. Great deals on used cars. He really runs it like an internet site. And really has some really good prices there. So shout out to Woods Automotive, Lester Woods, Felicia Woods, the entire Woods family over there. Listen, y'all, we are almost out of time. We really overtime. Deanna and I got to record something. I got a whole other radio show to do with Pastor Lenny coming up in a little bit. Me and Deanna have to record some elements from Friday, and then we got a whole promo to. It's a lot coming up this weekend, y'all. First Sunday's returns. Every first Sunday is First Sunday. We got a hilarious lineup of comedians. I need to make sure y'all in house. Dino Posey. What's my sister's name? Oh my God, I'm about to be in trouble here. Jesus, I forgot my sister's name. God dog it. Oh Lord. G.O. Patterson, Dino Posey, and then we have some other guest comedians that are coming in, actually doing some showcasing for Healthy Laughter. We're getting ready to shoot, and so we're doing some showcases as well. If you're a comic out there and you have some material that fits into the healthcare theme, reach out to us, because we're getting ready to film this show, and this first block we only filming a limited number of episodes, but we got a full pickup order, and like I said, look, y'all, we just putting together the finalizing all the elements of this deal. But this is a game changer. It's a life changing moment, and I believe it's a city changing moment for Columbia, because we have a television show that's actually going to be produced here. So we are excited about it and just focusing on getting this done. And for the first time, y'all, Akintunde is not trying to do it by ox power. I'm literally doing it by God's power, and I'm relaxing through this process. Because your boy was stressed out on some good stuff. So again, yesterday was one of them days my flesh tried to take me back to old Akin. I'm like, no, sir, we don't do that no more. No, sir, we don't do that no more. But thank y'all so much to all of our supporters, all of the sponsors, and all of our friends, family, and all who help us through this whole process. God is moving, and we getting it done. So, Sister Heard, we talked about a lot. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us, Deanna.
Yes, thank you for having me again.
Thank you. We appreciate it. What we got to do to get you to hang out a little bit more? Let me see. What we got to do?
Oh, Lord. I don't know.
I'm talking to Brother Heard. Let's talk to Brother Heard. Brother Damon is in the building. Y'all can go and introduce yourself to Deanna's husband, her new beau, right here. Damon Heard is in the comments. What's up, sir? He said, "Back up, Terry." That's from a little while ago. So shout out to everybody. My bride was in the room earlier. Eunice was in the house over on Facebook. Eunice sometimes she'll be on Clubhouse, sometimes she'll be on Facebook. She's all over the place. I'm glad that she's in the room, and her and I will be heading out to Atlanta this weekend for the wedding of Mr. Don Jackson and Miss Teresa Harrison. We call them Gospel's new power couple. And so that's happening this week. But Miss Sister Heard, any thoughts about any topic today? Anything you want to leave with the men, women, or the folks, Oxshow family members?
Listen, I think the biggest topic or the biggest point for me is for us not to forget to parent our children. And even when they become young adults, we don't stop parenting.
Yeah.
So, we're not here to be friends with them.
Come on.
And, even when they're young, even now, like I said, my son is now 23.
Yeah.
And he has memories of the hard times where I, was hard on him.
Yeah.
And he said, like you said earlier, he said, "Thank you." He said, "Because I remember when you wouldn't let me, or you told me no to this, and now I understand why."
Come on.
So we don't know why or how or what our children will become, but we cannot forget to parent. So no, young lady, you can't just walk out the house looking any kind of way, because then they become 20-something-year-old, 30-year-old women that are, famous from pictures like the one we just saw. And then, our young men, no, you can't just look any kind of way, because then now we're struggling 15-year-old, 16-year-old, or a young adult with behaviors that we should have addressed it when they were younger.
Sister Dear, let me ask you this right. Talk about this.
Yes.
Don't get mad at me, y'all. Let me. I ain't gonna edit myself. Talk to some of these women out here, these grown women who out here twerking on Instagram, Facebook modeling, showing it all off. Speak on that, sister.
I don't even know where to begin with it. I really don't. It is back to what we talked about before about the times. Like the times have changed so much. We have fell to the narrative of what we see on social media and reality TV.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll always say that. I always go back to, you know, that I believe was a pivotal point of where a lot of this took place.
Yeah.
We allowed reality TV to come in and change the narrative.
Yeah.
I banned reality TV from my house.
Oh!
Okay. So
say
when
that.
my kids
Say that.
when Housewives
Jesus.
and all that stuff really came on the scene, I banned it. Now I was one that watched, Atlanta Housewives. But my daughter started watching one of them ones, the dancing ones with the dancing dolls or something.
Oh, yeah, I hate that
And
show.
she would walk around with the attitude and she was mimicking things on there. And I said, absolutely not. So I stopped it. And I was first partaker. So I stopped watching reality TV and I made my kids stop watching. Now, is that going to work for every household? But as for my household, we cannot forget to parent, and that was one of the things that I did. So we got to have those hard conversations.
Come on.
Like you and Pastor Tuck said, it's not always easy and it's challenging, but it's going to work for their good.
Yeah.
And we have to parent, and we have to keep that in mind.
You said something right there. That's something that both Pastor Tuck and I shared right there. And it was a couple of them shows was a battle on. It was a battle. And I remember back then we had cable, and I had Spectrum, Block, BET, VH1. And it was another channel. It was BT, VH1, and something else. It was another channel. It was something else too. But yeah, we out of time. We don't have time for the Kingdom Business shout out. I got time for Pastor Tuck's closing comments, and then I'm gonna run y'all because Pastor Tuck talk trash. I'm gonna run Peppermints of Gum. Me and Jaleel's hit single. I talked Jaleel into getting on.
Jaleel's hit single that he let you sing on.
He was featured on.
Yeah, he was featured on Jaleel's hit single. But yeah, I had a 16-year-old in my house, and I had parental locks on all my TVs for Y7.
Say it. Right.
So if it was a program that was rated above 7 years old, they had to come and ask me to unlock the TV.
There it is.
And she was 16 years old. My oldest was 16 in the house. And people say that's too much. No, the rating system was not appropriate.
Exactly.
So I had to be the barometer in my house. And people think that's too much. Yeah, you might think it's too much, but when you see my daughters, you may think, well, how did you get those? By doing too much is according to your standards.
Amen.
Right.
Amen. And you to that point, listen, y'all. I keep saying this. That ratchet reality show spirit. It's just that. It's a spirit, and that is so unattractive to children. It's unattractive to men, whether they even know how to articulate it, y'all. So, man, listen, y'all. My air conditioning unit right here over here is working. Bro, what's the name of your company? What is it? Smith Heat and Air came by and fixed the air. It's already blowing. Man, bruh. I'm telling you, man, we got to get some advertising on the show. Man, I'm feeling already.
Now, because in South Carolina, without air conditioning,
this that real deal.
That's a state of emergency.
This the real deal right here. Trisha,
I'm gonna save
come grab the script for me.
Quick.
I got to read one more liner. Go ahead.
I'm gonna save you real quick.
Yes, sir.
Because the title of the show was Fake Meat, and you ain't talk about the fake meat.
My God!
No, that's another show.
Why why he do me like that? He could have told me that after the show. He gonna
no, because they were gonna talk about you in the comments. So I'm at least gonna throw it out there. Would you eat the fake meat?
Absolutely not.
Oh no, sir. Not eating no fake meat. Nope. Y'all better not put that stuff in your body.
No. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Let me read this one liner, and then we gonna play Peppermints of Gum, and we are out, y'all. Me and Deanna got to record. I got to hop on Pastor Lenny and record. And but no, check this out. Looking for promotional products and apparel? Look no further than P&B Promotionals. Place your brand and logo on just about anything with P&B Promotionals. Over 800,000 products: hats, mugs, backpacks, bottles, cups, drinking glasses, lip balm, chewing gum, candy, and of course, T-shirts. P&B Promotionals is a nationally certified advertising brand. Log on to pbpromotionals.com and start your order now. pbpromotionals.com. Go ahead and get your order started, and y'all make sure you tell them that you heard about it on the Akintunde show. And of course, you can meet Mr. Pelham and Miss Brenda this Sunday because they are faithful attendees. They always have their first table right down front at First Sundays coming up this Sunday. Get your tickets right now for First Sundays by logging on to firstsundayscomedy.com. That's firstsundayscomedy.com. All right, y'all, we're going to check y'all out with me and Jaleel's hit single that I talked him into getting on right right here. In the studio.
Single, featuring Ak.
Pastor Tuck is hating. Pastor Tuck is hating, y'all. Listen, we see y'all Tuesday. Until then, family, we love y'all, and we gonna see y'all when we see y'all. This is the Akintunde Show. Peppermints of gum, special order for y'all. Good morning. My name is Akintunde. Most of you know me as a comedian, but today I'm here to announce a special government. All right, y'all. Back again with another one. Something else we need to be talking about. Yeah, it's about folks in y'all mouth. It's another one. I hope you don't get offended by what I'm about to tell you, but it's the truth. Some of y'all dealing with it. Some of y'all need to deal with it. Jaleel, help me on this song. Jelani Jackson, hit me. Peppermints or gum, hurry up and choose one. You need some peppermints or some gum before you talk in my face. Peppermints or gum, hurry up and choose one. You need some peppermints or some gum before you talk in my face. Well, I was sitting in church one Sunday morning, pastor was preaching good. Then he said, turn and talk to your neighbor and greet him like a Christian should. I said, hello, brother. How you doing, brother? He said, good, brother. I said, brother. Is that your breath, brother? You want for that, brother? It's a tic-tac, brother. Before I see you again, get some peppermints or gum. Hurry up and choose one. You need some peppermints or some gum before you talk in my face. Peppermints or gum, hurry up and choose one. You need some peppermints or some gum for you talk in my face. Well, I was sitting at work one Monday morning, wasn't quite feeling good. Then I looked up and saw my co-worker standing closer than he should. I said, hello, James. How you doing, James? Are you good, James? Are you sure, James? Cause your breath stank. And that's a shame. And that's a shame. And you to blame. Before I see you again, get some peppermints or gum. Hurry up and choose one. You need some peppermints or some gum before you talk in my face. Peppermints or gum. Hurry up and choose one. You need some peppermints or some gum before you talk in my face. Go get some peppermints. I'll pick you up some gum. Eat your breakfast and brush your teeth, and make sure you choose one. Go get some peppermints. I'll pick you up some gum. Eat your breakfast and brush your teeth, and make sure you choose one. You need some peppermints or gum. Hurry up and choose one. You need some peppermints or some gum for you talking my face. Peppermints or gum. Hurry up and choose one. You need some peppermints or some gum for you talking my face. Talking my face, talking my face, baby. Peppermints. Gum. Peppermints. Gum. Peppermints. Gum. Peppermints. Gum. Peppermints. Gum. Peppermints. Gum. Peppermints or gum. Hurry up and choose one. You need some peppermints or some gum before you talk in my face. Peppermints or gum. Hurry up and choose one. You need some peppermints or some gum before you talk in my face.
You know, he called me, you know, asked me to do the song with him. And, you know, I ain't trying to be funny, but he called me like he doing me a favor. I'm like, Tasty don't need no favors. You understand what I'm saying?
Peppermints or some gum.
I know, but Jaleel directed and shot all that with cell phones. Shot that with a cell phone. Yes, we did. Huh?